Well, good morning. We're back in Middle Earth, and after a nice rest at Mrs. Thornley's house, we are going to go out and look for her husband and do those other things that the ranger up here asked us to do. All right, so we are going this way. And I'm happy to say, as of yesterday, we've completed all the prologue quest for men from Archet up to Bree. So that's one thing off the table. We do still have a lot of main storyline quest, but not a ton of it. But we have a lot of quests out this way. Oh, there's an orc standing in the road. That's not good. Get out of here, buddy. Okay. Almost swear somebody was recently here. In fact, I'm pretty sure someone was recently here. Because there's usually a lot more orcs here than this. Okay. And I see Mr. Thornley over here. See, he's got himself in a spot of trouble. Should we help him out? I think we should. Make sure there's... Okay. Please, you must help me. These orcs captured me while I was away from my farm on business. Please help me escape. You were away on business? Yeah, your wife told me about that. You decided to be the hero and come kill a few orcs. Wasn't exactly the brightest idea ever, was it, dude? Yes, I know where your farm is. So we still need to kill a grunt and a prowler. Well, there's a grunt. Prowler. Is that a prowler? No, that's just another grunt. Oh, he's dying anyway. Okay. All right, so that's done. It looks like we've done everything everybody asked us to. Very good. Oh, and as for the Orcs lair deed, where are we? Breland. Orcs. We're going along pretty well with that. Okay. Looks like world chat's pretty quiet this morning. Of course, it is earlier, much earlier in the day. Hello, Andrag. The number of orcs pushed through Trestle Bridge and other areas abutting the North Downs is disconcerting. We must not allow them to move beyond their current positions. We must do everything possible to end that threat here and now. A superior complete hobbit breakfast. Well, that sounds tasty. And +9 to vitality. Not too bad. This find leaves me more concerned than before. Still, our focus must remain here in Breland. There are lives to save here as well as in the north, and we must establish at least one bulwark against the orcs. Thank you for doing this. Well, you're welcome. The outriders you dispatched were only the first of many foes that made their way into Breland from North Downs. I had hoped that the message you delivered would have been clear enough to force some of the orcs towards the north, but they've organized well and built out a fort upon the western side of the Greenway. We need to drive them out of the area as quickly as possible. You will need to travel north again, I fear, this time crossing the Greenway and searching for orc encampment called Cirith Nur. Strike at the horde of the orc forces there, and we may yet break their will. Okay, so kill more orcs. If we are to investigate Cirith Nur, then we should also do what we can about recovering the many supplies the orcs have received from raids and from the corrupted men who aim to assist them. You are sure to find these supplies neatly tucked away in crates, packed far differently than orcs would pack their provisions while marauding through the countryside. Collect these supplies, and I will see they are restored to the men of Bree and Trestlebridge. Alright, so we need to go kill some more orcs, and recover some supplies. I don't hear any sound again. Hold on. It's still recording. Okay. 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 Interesting. Even though I plugged these in after I started the game, I still had to plug them in again. Oh, Mrs. Thornley, I have good news for you. You are not a widow.
What do you need?
I'm so thankful you rescued Rob. He's resting now, but he asked me to give you a reward. He also asked for something more.
Please, stay a moment.
Rob is resting now and recovering nicely thanks to you, but he asked another favor of you. He said he cannot sleep thinking about those accursed orcs who ambushed him upon the greenways. When he was captured, he said a large orc came over to torment him from a camp to the west, from where he was being held. The one behind a wooden stockade. He said the other orcs called this monster the Red Reaver. Rob says he must have his revenge on the Red Reaver and will be glad to give you what coins he can spare if you put him to heel. Now, I can't say I like all this bloodshed, and it sounds right dangerous to me, but if you show that horrible monster who tortured Rob a thing or two, I guess you surely do deserve a reward. Alright. So, we get to go kill some more orcs. You know what? Hold on. Since I am not absolutely sure things are recording correctly, I will be right back. Okay, and we're back. It was indeed recording, but since I wasn't sure, I thought it was best to double check. Now, we can go kick some orc butt. I think at some point we're going to have to start doing the bingo quest. It's really funny. Kind of cute. Sometimes annoying. But I'd say in general, I enjoyed it pretty much. And it'll take us quite some time to get through the whole bingo quest chain because it goes from the Shire all the way to, it goes to at least Rohan and back again. So we are at this orc encampment, and now I've seen who Who else has been doing the quest? Either doing quest or deeds. Not sure which yet. But regardless, as long as we find some orcs here, we're fine. So far, we're certainly not hurting for finding some orcs. Okay. And it looks like I completed Orc Slayer. Of course, I have to say, it used to take a lot more mobs to complete those deeds, and they have decreased the number a lot. Okay, so we still need to find the Red Reaver, which is usually down this way. Oh, there's the Red Reaver. And there goes the Red Reaver. Excuse me, I'd like to check out now. Alright. How many orcs do I have left anyway? $48. Not too bad at all. Right. So let's get back on our horse. And head back to see Andrag and Miss Thornley again. Okay. That one's not even good for a cosmetic. Oh, and if you go up this road here, up there somewhere is Hengstacer Farm, and that is where one would typically go to do the quest to get a riding trait at level 20. I think that might only be VIP. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask.
What can I do
A
for you?
cave was carved into the face of the cliffside, you say? It all makes sense now. This must be where Fernie is headed.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Oh, good, I leveled up again. Your efforts in the south yielded information about Bill Fernie, a man of Bree with terrible and self-serving ideals. Fernie was working to assist the brigands loyal to Sharkey to join with the Tarkrip Orcs coming from the north. Such an alliance would pinch the resources to Breland from both sides and spell certain doom for her people. Your efforts here in the north have done much to assist us in seeing that the Orcs are broken and their strength diminished. Your recent discovery of a cave built into the cliff face of Sarith Nur leads me to believe that the cave will serve a terrible purpose, a place for Fernie to meet with the Orc leaders and facilitate an arrangement to further invade Bree. It seems now you have been chosen to avert the invasion and shatter this alliance once and for all. You will need to return to the encampment at Sarith Nur and enter the cavern to disrupt the alliance. You must see that the Orcs and evil men do not succeed in their plans. Are you prepared?
How can I be of service?
Recovering this much from the Orcs will surely help alleviate much of the suffering that Bree and Trestle Bridge have felt from the encroachment into their territories. I thank you much for your efforts. Okay, so we're going to have to go back to the Orc camp, but first we will go tell Miss Thornley that the deed is done. Oh, potato. So I'll grab this since it's here. But today I'm mainly focused on looking for bits of food that I can cook. Because I have I've been neglecting my cooking skills. And I'm sitting there going, I have no food to eat. Aw, bye. Alright, hello Miss Thornley.
What do you need?
Rob will be so happy to hear you've done away with that beast of an orc. And I'll thank you too for making the Greenway a safer place. Please accept this reward from both of us. We will go with that because we can sell it. And it looks like we are done there. I guess today I get to test out doing video editing, considering I had to stop the video and check and make sure I was still recording and start again. So out of all the editing options, I chose to install one called DaVinci Resolve. I looked at a few online videos and that one consistently seemed to be the one that people liked the most. So I'm hoping, being that's the case, that this will be a good one to use. Alright, let's go down here and take care of a few more orcs. We'll start with you, buddy. Come here. Speaking of food, perhaps I should eat something. What do we got here? That. That. Oh. Can't do that while moving. What level are you? Are you doing the quest? Yes, you are. Okay. So we need to go into this cave.
After learning of a plot by Sharky's men to forge an alliance with the Orcs encroaching into the northern Breefields, the Ranger Saradon sets into motion a plan to break the alliance before it can be established.
Okay, so we are going in here to kill some orcs and keep this alliance between Sharky and the Orcs from forming. Let's see, which way are we going? Oh, we got some robbers in here. And since this is an instance, unlike out in the open world, a gray mob will still aggro. Which I kind of always thought it should be the same way on landscape. You know, a mob is a mob, and it shouldn't suddenly find you invisible just because you're 10 levels over it. Which way are we going? Oh, hush. Looks like this was the wrong way. Alright, so let's go back. Looks like we have 2 more paths to choose. And maybe this way? Which gives us 2 more paths. Or is this another dead end? Or dead end, or I guess this is more like they call a culvert. Culvert? A roundabout? Whatever it's called, it was definitely one of those. Culvert? So I guess after checking out those 2, well, there's only one more direction to go in. They must have spent a good bit of time tunneling this out. Actually, I think this was tunneled out long before Sharky came along, because look at all this architecture. It's like it was buried. Right, let's try this again. You orcs will get half. Half. I guess we better get over there before they finish their deal, huh? And of course Sharky escaped. And we come back out at the same place. That's funny, because we were definitely in a completely different place. Or that exit was in a completely different place. Yet we come out in the same exact place we started. Excuse me. You're in my way. Alright, back on our horse. How many orcs do we have left now? We have... pretty good. Oh, look at that. My ore finally sold. Wasn't sure that one was going to sell this time. Well, that was another 8 gold. 8.5 gold, something like that. We are up to almost 87 gold. I think we just went past where we were supposed to go. Might be good if I paid attention, right? Hello, Endreg. Oh, I'm just gonna get off the horse.
What do you need?
Fernie escaped? That does not bode well, but still things could be worse. Given that the Orcs will no longer pose a threat to Breland, we have succeeded here. We will turn our attentions towards watching Fernie and his associations once more. Well done. Well, thank you. Junk. Well, yeah. Junk. Junk to me, because I can't use any of this stuff, but...
Could I speak with you a moment?
While we did not capture Fernie, we did stop the threat for the moment. This will please Saradin, and we should make haste to inform him of the success. Return to his cottage south along the greenway on the east side of the road, and tell him what you have accomplished. Alright. We will do that. Now we are by no means done with quests out this way. Because we go up to Hengstacer Farm, they have quests there too. And we will go talk to them at some point. But you know what? Should we do it now? No, we'll wait. This whole doing every quest in an area is a lot more extensive than I thought it would be. But it also encourages me to do some of these quests that I don't bother doing usually. Did I pass? That's right. Ceridan's tucked away here.
What do you need?
While catching the coward Fernie and presenting him to Grimbriar would have established greater acceptance between us, I am pleased to know that the Orcs have been stifled for the moment. Still, we cannot be certain that we have stopped their effort altogether, and I must ask you to continue your efforts for the moment. And he does lead us to Hengstacer Farm. Okay.
What do you need?
I must send you next to the northeast to speak with the owner of Hengstacer Farm. Recent events surrounding the farm have reached my ears, and speak of a dwarf who has come under attack by orcs while looking for assistance from the farmhands. If you are willing, head northeast and speak with Eogar, the owner of the land. Alright, so I was wondering if there was a connection. And now I know there is. So, by doing all through the quest chain, it does lead you to Hengstacer Farm and the next set of quests. Alright. Now, what shall we do next? Because we got the stuff at Hengstacer Farm, and we still have all the stuff over at Buckland. And we have the main story quest. We'll go to Hengstacer. At least talk to the people there. I've noticed that finding bits of food on the ground is a lot harder than finding ore or wood. It's definitely makes more sense if you're going to cook to create or to choose the profession that has farming and cooking in it. Really? Go to sleep. So if you go up this path here, and keep going up this path here, you will wind up at Hengstacer Farm. And right now, since there's a festival running, we can see the festival steeds for offer. And one of them, obviously, is the one I was just riding, Steed of the Shimmering Breeze. And the other one is, this year, is the Steed of the Green Grocer. They're actually both pretty decent horses. That's not always the case. Sometimes the horses are pretty meh. And in one case, there is a goat that I got one year that, oh my god, that poor goat is covered in flowers. It looks absolutely horrible. But I got the goat for one of my characters because she absolutely needed a goat for Moria. So it worked. Now, I have some horses here. And there's Eager. Now, this is the gentleman we need to speak to for Ceradan, but if you look at this, proving your quality, that is the quest that you need to do to get the riding trait without spending Lotro points on it. And like I said, I have to check and see if that's a VIP only thing or if non-VIP can use that too.
Greetings.
Orcs, you sound like that foolish dwarf who was here not long ago. I will tell you the same thing I told him. Talk to my farmhand, Cam Applewood. He is the one spreading the hay over there.
What do you need?
Are you here about our horses?
Could I speak with you a moment?
Hello there. If you're here about our horses, I'm afraid we don't loan them out to just anyone. These horses are built for speed, not heavy labor. In fact, that reminds me of something. A dwarf came to the farm and requested some horses. Not sure what he intended to do with them, but by the looks of him, he needed some pack animals. I told him that our horses weren't for hire, and he left in a huff. He seemed a bit peculiar. He did not seem quite right in the head. If you have time, perhaps you could check up on the old fella. I saw him wander off to the ruins southeast of here. Alright, so
Greetings.
there are several ways to acquire the different mount skills. You can purchase them with coin, you can earn them through deeds, you can also border with different factions of the free people, or you can visit the Lotro Store to purchase the skill. In fact, sometimes the store may feature mount skills that are normally available only during seasonal events, or mounts that have been made exclusively for the store. In order to use mounts, you must first have the basic riding passive skill.
How may I help you?
So he does have some steeds for sale here. Oh, these are all mithril coin steeds, though. Now, usually, you can get a mount. That doesn't seem right. Usually you can get a mount with
What can I do for you?
coin. Alright. At any rate, let's go find Odver. Let's go find the dwarf and see what's up. He's not too far away. And there he is. Hello, Odvar.
This is unthinkable!
Who's that there? Oh, hello. Sorry about that. These old eyes aren't what they used to be. Do you have time to talk? I could use some help.
Will you stop and hear my accursed tale?
My name is Odvar of the Blue Mountains, and I'm here in Breeland on very important business. The only problem is I misplaced my pack. Now, I'm to investigate the old dwarf ruins that are rumored to exist here. I'm sure there are important discoveries to be made, and I'm the one to do it. I'm a famous explorer, you see. But I digress. If you could help me find that pack, I would be indebted to you. You start looking over yonder north, and I'll search this area into the south. If you find anything, meet me back here. Okay, so he's dropped his pack somewhere. And he wants to come up this way. Oh. No pack there. Hi, pony. Oh, look, there's a couple orcs here.
Gosh!
And Odvar's pack.
This is unthinkable!
Ah, there's my old pack. Thank you so much for returning it to me. I would be in a world of hurt if my notes... What? My notes are missing. Curse those Orcs. They must have thought they were valuable.
By Turin's beard, won't you give me even a moment?
This is not good. In fact, it is downright terrible. All my work gone. Just like that, quick as you please. Drat and double drat. My notes are missing, and I'm absolutely certain that I placed them in my pack. There was a band of Torquip Orcs from around Carith west to northwest of here in the North Brieffields, come sniffing around the ruins. That's why I left my pack behind in such a hurry. I'm in no shape to take on Orcs. I'm an explorer, not a warrior. These notes mean everything to me. Could you please find them and return them to me? So I guess we're coming back over here again. And it looks like we're waiting for Orcs to respawn. Okay, so while we wait, looks like we're gonna finish this up, head back down to Hengstacer Farm, pick up other quests, and probably pause while we're waiting. Let's see. Yeah, this is part of the circuit. See all these I guess they're considered gates. If I'm wrong, don't beat me. I don't know much about horse racing, but you have to get to each of these gates to complete your riding skill test. I think there's like 9 of them all together, and there's some jumping. But it goes all the way around this set of fields. I mean, you can see there's one there, over here. There was, of course, the one down there. And I'll be honest, I'm not particularly good at this. I'm not good at the horse races at all because I'm not good with the jumping portion of it. Oh, there's our orcs. They're back. We get to kill them again. And I have recovered adverse notes. Isn't that nice? And while we're up this way, tomorrow I'll show you the Breland Festival fields, which are just up the road from Hengstacer.
By Durin's beard!
Orcs! I hate orcs. Why would they run off with my notes like that? I'll tell you why. Just to get my beard in a snarl, I would say. Now that my notes are safe, I can continue my research. Loafer will be pleased to know that my work continues unabated. Loafer. That name sounds familiar.
Will you stop and hear my accursed tale?
With your help and the help of those rangers, you came to me because of them, didn't you? Well, I should thank them, but now that I have my notes and focus, I want to get to the task of investigating these ruins. Would you be willing to make your way down the hill to Old Greenway Fort to tell Andrigfell that I am grateful for his assistance? You may want to make mention of the orcs skulking about the north, too. Okay. And I guess we'll go back here. Because we'll pass by Andreg eventually anyway. Unless, of course, he has another quest for us. Alright, so let's go talk to Mrs. Rosethorn here.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Hello there. Are you here to help out Eogar? Eogar. I wonder how to pronounce that. If you're looking for work to do around the farm, I could use your help. I need some assistance tracking down some of the ingredients for my famous snapper soup. My soup is made with the meat of the snapper turtle that lives in the lake to the east of Hengstacer. I usually send one of the hands to fetch me the meat, but they have been so busy I would feel awful making them hunt down their dinner, however slow it may be. I could also use some more snapper shells to make soup bowls. Better not to waste anything, I always say. Hurry along now and fetch the snapper shells and meat. The farm hands get awful hungry after a hard day attending the horses, and I would hate to make them wait. Oh, and look, and she'll give me some soup too. How nice of her. Excuse me, Mr. Hobbit.
Dear me, please don't leave yet.
I swear I've seen it, though my neighbors say I'm off my head. I was in the far north of the Fort Chetward, near Ninhern, all alone of course, and I saw something moving through the trees. No, that's not quite right. It appeared to me the trees themselves was moving. Something big and terrible in the woods, and I'm afraid of what it might be. There's a group of hunters who make their camp on the western edge of Ninhorn. I was up there delivering the Mrs. Snapper soup and got me a bit lost. That's when I saw it. When I found them, I told them what I'd seen, and I wonder if you could ask Walt Whitrose if he's seen the same. And so that leads us out this way. Way over there, where a whole other mess of quests are. And I almost want to say I should go back to see Andrag in case he has something for me to do there too. But I'll do that off screen. And since I have to figure out how to do some editing today, I think we're going to end it now. So, until next time, bye for now.